Fingers crossed that this is working. We'll find out soon enough. Oh, snap, I'd say it is. Excellent. Alright, let's do the quick post. And there we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Mobius Y here on Stellaris Console Edition. Because I have nothing else to do with my life. Time of recording this, Friday, May 1st. It's the new month. And we are 11 days away from the Stellaris Console Edition update, where we jump all the way to version 2.2. I'll open the Twitch app on my phone in just a second to follow along and chat. We're jumping back into the Zooks, as we've been playing for the whole week. I'm hoping that tonight will be the last stream with the Zooks. Zulukako regime, however you want to call them. Before we really get started, let's get the sellout crap out of the way. Those of you watching this on YouTube, my name is Mobius Y. If you would like to see more Stellaris Console Edition content in the future, please subscribe to the channel, dingle that dongle so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video, as I upload at least once per month once per week. Once per month. At least once per week as per my normal stream schedule. You can also check out the links in the description below. My Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of. It'd be great if more of you came by to watch me playing live so I could interact with you directly as things are happening. My Twitter feed is a great way to keep in touch with me, and I'll post important updates such as if I have to cancel or postpone a stream or various other things. And of course there is a Discord channel that I have for people who, for some strange reason, like my channel and want to talk with other people who, also for other strange reasons, like my channel. You can be a part of it. We have over 100 members. Just about everybody there plays Stellaris Console Edition, and there's people from Xbox and PS4 versions. So if you'd like to set up multiplayer games with others, you can do so there as well. Alright, with that all out of the way, tonight I'm going to shoot for a 2-hour stream. We'll see what happens. Jeremy, good to see you again, dude. No smackdowns are being laid just yet.
Construction complete.
No lades are being smacked either. I tried to make it funny. It didn't work out. Alright, let's see. Oh man, we're just shy. Okay, how much longer before we can breach the Shroud? A little over 2 years, and about the same we need to re-up our Patron of the Arts. Actually, wait, what? I just realized that I'm a complete fucking moron.
Complete.
We've been re-upping Patron of the Arts for how long now? And we've completed all traditions as of like a while ago. So why am I still doing it? Well, the answer to that question is very simple. It's because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, man. I feel really stupid. Sounds about right. Yeah, I 100% agree, Razor. Thank you. Well, that's about... I mean, it's not like it was a big deal re-upping it, but that's still about 1,000 energy credits every 10 years that we could have saved.
Construction complete.
And, you know, used to trade for minerals or something. Or used to, you know, do something else. Anything else. Oh my god. I feel so incredibly stupid now. This is why I don't usually play video games when it's very late at night. I start doing stupid things. Okay, mining section. Let's put you here, and then we put this guy over here. And then mining network. So, how are you, dude? I am on it. Yeah, I'm alright. It's Friday. Can't complain. Had a whole week off because, you know, I don't work anymore. For the foreseeable future, anyways. I've really just been enjoying my time off. I've really needed it. Expertise Voidcraft. Okay, don't care. Work has been stressful the last little while. and it really shouldn't be. And it's not like it's like high stress every single day or anything like that. It's just over time, it's just really started to get to me, and it's like, man, oh my god, I don't want to be here. But then everything happened where we lost half of our staff due to layoffs and all that crap, and I was like, oh god, I don't want that to happen to me. I can't have that happen to me. And you know, I got even more stressed out because I was worried about getting cut, you know. So between the usual stuff at work that was, you know, making me borderline freak out on an almost daily basis, plus the worry that I'm not going to be working there for much longer, even if it's just temporary, that started to add up. So I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. Played a game today where the Unbidden spawned between two fallen empires and wiped both out. No surprise there. Woot woot stream night. How's it going, JB? Yeah, I get it, man. Had something similar. New Horizons now, though. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, man.
Construction complete.
Apart from that, though, like, just being mildly concerned about my financial situation in general over the next few months. I'm not worried about it long term, because, you know, when they can, they'll call me back. I'll still have a job there. Good. Feeding on the offspring. Wait, what? You realize you're a person, and you realize you're a Homo sapien and not a praying mantis, right, JB? Like, you're not supposed to be eating your offspring. I think that's wrong on a few levels. Oh, one of the offspring. Okay, yeah. Cannibalism is all the rage these days. Yeah, it's a big thing in Stellaris. That's why you can totally make your own species livestock. Actually, you can't. At least I don't think so. I've been trying. It hasn't been successful. Did JB say Skyrim? No, he did not say Skyrim, and neither did you, Jeremy. Razor, you shouldn't still be fucked. That's not good.
Construction complete.
Alright, so the plan tonight, we're just going to build up ships. That's really all we can do. We need to build up a bunch more battleships because we only have 52. And we need to try and take the fight to the Unbidden. See if we can start to take down some of their fleets. Maybe not outright destroy them, but do some significant damage to them. We'll have a much better time actually attacking the portal fleet if we take out the smaller fleets that are roaming around as well. Because those smaller fleets are all retreating back to the Mirzam system and ganging up on whatever's attacking, or, well, ganging up on whatever Empire fleet is in that system whenever one shows up. However, right now, Jesus, good lord, how many fleets was that? 7 fleets. Oh, okay, cool. And they have a few others elsewhere. There's 3 over there, and there's 4? That looked like a 4. Yep, that was 4. So yeah, yeah, we're off to a great start. Yeah, totally. We've got a year before we need to breach the Shroud again. So we're actually okay. Let's go to Science Division, build another battleship. There we go. I want to get us up to 100 battleships before we try to fight another fleet. We lost almost all of our ships in the last little bit because right after we took out one of the dimensional anchors, and those dimensional anchors are way stronger than I expected. That kind of caught me off guard. I felt pretty dumb, but yeah, we'll have to. Well, I'll have to be a little more cautious about that. But if we can take out an Unbidden fleet, we can definitely take out a dimensional anchor. And when I say take out, I don't just mean like destroy it, but also destroy it with minimal losses. Minimal losses to me would be, you know, we suffer maybe like 10 ships. We lose like 10 ships, but they lose a whole fleet. I'll take that trade. That's a good fucking trade. I'll take it.
Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. They want to give us... Ooh, bunch of goodies. Yep, sure, I'll take that. Mining division. Are you building a battleship? Yes, you are. How about mineral division? You are not. Build a battleship. Energy division, you are not. Build a battleship. Science division, you are. We need to trade a little bit more energy. Boop, boop, boop. Today, I didn't really do a lot Stellar, like, because I'm streaming every day, well, at least for this week, and acceptable casualties, exactly. I got right back into No Man's Sky, and I played that for, I think, about, I want to say like 7 or 8 hours today. Looks like you lost a few Canadians in a heli crash in Greece. I gotta admit, I'm not really paying attention to the news these days, but there was a little blurb about that on like a news hit piece or some crap. As soon as you know when you open your browser and it's got a bunch of little news articles and whatnot. You know, popular sites to check out or some such nonsense. There was a little blurb, something about Canadians killed in helicopter crash. I didn't look into it any further. So I gotta admit, I don't really know what the scoop is with that. Yeah, let's get a hydroponics farm. 1 dead, 5 missing. Oh. The opposite of awesome. Was it like a military chopper or like a civilian helicopter? Military helicopter again, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's just real unfortunate news. NATO. Oh, okay. Our natural predictor is those helicopters. Huh? I don't understand what you say. This language you speak, it is not English. Me no understand. Me no understand. You no speak English. So it almost looks like they built another anchor somewhere, but I don't think they have. Natural predator. Kid keeps pulling my phone cord. Oh, okay. They're fucking death traps. Well, I suppose it kind of depends on, I suppose it depends on the helicopter, eh? Alright, we got a little bit to go before we can breach the Shroud. I don't think I want to spend a bunch, convert a bunch to minerals right now. Hold the phone. Am I reading this right? Look at this. This fleet, this Awakened Empire fleet has 2 ships, a Titan and an escort. And the Titan's fleet power is 56,000. One Titan has a similar fleet power to, like, a single Titan is like half as strong as our entire fleet of battleships. That's not actually the case, because if our battleships were actually to fight that Titan, we would demolish it. You can't always count on that fleet power to be an accurate representation of whether or not you're gonna, you're gonna win a fight or not. Look at the repeatables. Yeah, I know.
Construction complete.
Let's take a look at them again. Boop, and we go back down here. So weapons damage plus 225%, ship hull points plus 250%, shield hull hit points, excuse me, plus 240%. We've also got 75% military station health, plus 50% military station damage, plus 45% armor, plus 25% explosive weapon and attack speed. Weapon damage and attack speed, and plus 25% kinetic weapon attack speed, plus 40%, so I'm guessing they have like a strategic resource or something. Plus 25% to energy weapon damage and attack speed. So yeah, only plus 10% fire rate though. So like, their ships are, this ship is tanky as hell, is about it, but it's not, oh no, that's not, sorry, the weapons damage plus 225%, I forgot about that. Total weapons damage bonus. Have y'all noticed our starting defensive armies disappear since the new patch? No, but I hope that's a thing, because I always disband them right away. They're a small drain on energy, and I don't need them. Okay, so that wasn't just me hallucinating. Oh, so you're seeing it too there, JB? I actually have to say I've not noticed what either of you are talking about, because I haven't started a new game since the patch. Let's see. We need to build another battleship. There we go. Wait, what? No, build, damn you. Alright, mustering psionic strength. We've got about 5 months left to go. Beautiful. Amazingly, all of our planets over here in this area, Minok, Zukoka, these planets over here, Bovatir and Castra, like, they're still intact.
Construction complete.
Which is pretty crazy. Lol doesn't really matter. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah, I delete them. It's an extra 2 energy after they are gone. Something like that, yeah. It's not much, but you know, depending on well, I mean, depending on nothing, it makes a difference. It improves your energy output. Sometimes it's only by like 0.7, but you know, more energy in the early portion of the game is more energy. You're not gonna need defensive armies for the first, you know, 20 years of the game, because you have this little thing called a spaceport, which is gonna blow the crap out of any enemy trying to attack and invade you with, you know, 30 corvettes. 30 pseudo unupgraded corvettes. Like, they're not going to take out your spaceport. Let's get expertise particles. Why, I don't know. Oh man, the performance is starting to go down a little bit. I don't know why. 0.15 per. Yeah, so that should be 0.6. Or sorry, that's 4, so it should be 0.75. Still, the early portion of the game is like the most critical, and if you're even if it's only getting like 0.7, 0.75 energy back, it's an improvement to your production. So like, do it. It's critical to get every little production edge that you can in those very, very beginning portions of the game. Lord Rage, what's going on? So will today be the spanking part due? Like us getting spanked or the Zooks getting spanked? Probably. Jeremy thought that I was going to be laying down the smack. Laying the smack down. I almost said laying down the smack down. That just sounds stupid. But I'll be honest, I don't really see that happening. I think it's just going to take too long to get enough ships built up. But we're still going to try and attack and see if we can do some damage to them. Reach into the Shroud. Uh-oh. We just lost a scientist. Which scientist was it? This one. Need to recruit another new one. Okay. Let's get the youngest. And go ahead and assist research, please. Smacking down the lay smack. Yeah, exactly. You had taken a big loss yesterday. I mean, there was that really crappy loss of all of our battleships right after we took out the dimensional anchor. I was not expecting that. Rebuilding stream from last night's fun. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it's going to go. Alright, I can probably build up another battleship somewhere, so let's do it here, once this month rolls over. I don't know. I'm just I'm just trying to, you know, keep my mind occupied, stay excited about stuff, stay excited about 2.2 coming to console, stay excited about my board game showing up sometime this fucking decade or some shit. It's probably gonna take a while before that shows up, though. I think it's still being held up by customs or something because it's still in Miami, according to the tracking log, anyways. But what do I know? Oh right, not very much. Just double checking that we actually have these built the way we want them to be. The draft has begun. Hope your guys don't get heel spurs. Yeah. Sure. Exactly. I don't think, I got a feeling that we're not going to hit 100 battleships by the end of this stream.
Research complete. Construction
I mean, to be
complete.
fair, the more we build, research complete, talent acquisition. To be fair, the more we build, let's get proclamation broadcasts. The less we produce, the ooh, what the hell? I don't know. Ah! Ugh!
Construction complete.
Get out of here, stupid art monument. I don't want you. I don't want your kind around here. Let's see, how much maintenance is these battleship right now? Almost 4, and that's when it's docked, so let's move them away. Oh, hey, we take a hit to energy. 5.2. Beautiful. Well, that's nothing a single capacity boosters somewhere. Can't fix. So we've actually already hit our soft cap for the maximum fleet size, if you think about it. Because our energy starts going into Le Pooper. Let's move you up here. We need to get some more mining networks online. I really should start streaming some No Man's Sky as well, because I am having a lot of fun playing it. It's awesome. I'm just, to be fair, I'm doing a lot of stuff that I was not doing previously, like taking faction missions and the like, but still, like, it's super cool. All the different stuff that I'm getting to try out. Monthly Unity, because we really need that. Let's see. Increased food. I don't want eye for talent. Man, these options all suck. All of them. They all suck. They all suck. You guys all suck. You know what? This is 200 influence. I'm just going to abstain. This is really stupid. Oh, great. Now the leaders are more expensive because he's got the eye for talent trait. Brilliant. Let's get this Voidcraft expert. There's got to be somebody. Oh, here you are. Separate Tuan dock. Ooh, whoa, what the hell? I thought I paused it. Whoops. Let's add this guy. Assist research. Very good, very nice. Incoming transmission. They want to give us a bunch more stuff for more stuff. I'll take it. And let's go battleship. And then let's go over here and battleship. And let's go up here to mineral division, battleship. And we should be able to trade in some more. Bloop. And we can't quite do it. Let's just unpause really quick. Wait for the month to roll over and then go bing, bing, bing. Do we really want to do that, though? Not really. Nah, we'll wait. We'll wait. All good. Do 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 do. Like, what did I do today in No Man's Sky? Oh yeah, I discovered a black hole. Actually, well, sorry, not flat out discovered, but rediscovered which system there's a black hole in, and they're pretty cool. It kind of freaks me out. I didn't really go through it or anything like that, but you can in that game, and apparently they like teleport you several thousand light years closer to the galactic core or something like that, which is pretty crazy. Sounded pretty fun. But I mean, there's so much extra stuff in there that has been added since I last dicked around with it for any extended period of time, like back when the next update came out. I mean, I jumped into the game and played it for a little bit when the Beyond update came out last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. But I didn't play it that much. I played it a lot for several weeks, for like almost 2 months actually, after the next update. And I might just be going that route again. Oh my god, we lost another. Leading engineering research, leading society research. Who's going to lead this one? I don't know. Let's get an industry expert, and then we will put... yeah, let's just put the particles expert into the physics section, but that's okay. And like, anyways, what the hell was I talking about? There's been so much extra little stuff to do. Like, you can actually like craft food and stuff like that. And looking through the catalog, which shows like each little resource, each structure type, it's a catalog. It documents every little thing that you've already encountered in the game. And the catalog section under food is actually the biggest. And it's like, what the hell? Is this all stuff you can craft? And I don't know what it is, because it doesn't get documented in the catalog until you actually do it. But now I'm picking up navigation data, and I'm taking them to a cartographer on a space station, and he's giving me maps and stuff like that. And it's like, oh man, it's super cool. Okay, so we got this available scientist. This guy, you need a scientist as well. Is somebody available? Nope. That's fine. Let's take this careful guy for no reason. Assist research. How's our 2.2 research going? I'm pretty much ready to go, dude. I'll have a pretty good idea of what to do. But like, I don't think I can delve any more deeper into how it works without actually having the update in front of me and figuring out what I need to do. Fire a No Man's Sky stream, man. I've been I've seen nothing but hate vids. It would be nice to see someone having fun with it. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the hate vids are from back when it launched in 2016. If you come across people, there's all sorts of people who put out a lot of No Man's Sky content on YouTube pretty regularly these days.
Construction complete.
There's always going to be people that trash the game, though. That's nothing new. People have been doing that for decades. I think the funniest video I saw trashing the game, though, was after the next update came out in 2.8, which introduced multiplayer and stuff, and this guy was like, yeah, so there's multiplayer now and a lot of stuff's changed, but I'll bet you No Man's Sky is still shit. This game was shit when it came out and it's still shit now. And he was in there just goofing off with his friends, and they were kind of they were having a good laugh about, you know, a couple stupid things that I think were a little unintended in the game and stuff like that. But I'm not joking, at least half the video, when they'd start bitching about how dumb the game is and how crappy it is and all that crap and all that stuff, it wasn't like bug related stuff, it was actual like game mechanics related stuff, and it's because they didn't bother taking the time trying to learn how to actually play the fucking game or what you need to do. They would just be like, what is this? Oh, I don't know what this is. This game, I don't know what this is. I don't understand this. This game fucking sucks. And it's like, well, what? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, how can you form an opinion on something that immediately just because you don't understand what you're supposed to be doing? I think that's such a stupid mentality, not just with games, but with anything. And I'm going to say that probably stems from the fact that I also, well, not so much anymore, but I've also heard all the stupid comments made about paintball and stuff like that, because I used to play a lot of paintball. I haven't in the last year and a half, but I really like it, and I have a lot of paintball buddies. I haven't been to the home field in a while, but you know, it's a great sport, and I fucking love playing it. And I would never sell my paintball gear for anything in the world, because I love it. But talking to people who have never played paintball before and never plan to because they have a negative opinion of it for whatever stupid reason, and they just keep making the same stupid, ignorant comments and excuses as to why they think it's stupid and why they won't play it. It's like, if I wanted to go play war, I'd just go join the military. It's like, dude, it's not pretend war. It's a sport. You go out and you it's nothing like shooting a real gun at other people. Well, it's nothing like shooting a real gun, obviously, but people just say some really stupid shit. Anything for a confirmation bias, basically. Yeah. I'll admit I'm guilty of it too, where it's like I'll form an opinion of I'll get an opinion of something, and I'll have that same opinion for a long time, and it'll be a very closed-minded kind of opinion. Complete. Not gonna lie, I'm guilty of that too. Everybody's guilty of it, I think.
Construction complete.
But since realizing that's a very, for lack of a better term, immature kind of mindset to have, you know, like it's not much different from you know, making fun of the new kid at school just because they're from a different country or some stupid shit like that, or whatever, or like something mundane and something really stupid, like making fun of somebody when you're a kid just because, you know, you like something and they don't like it. For example, you know, you like Power Rangers and they don't like it, and you're making fun of them for it. Because it's like, well, everybody should like Power Rangers. Why don't you like Power Rangers? What's wrong with you? Or vice versa. They like Power Rangers and you don't, and you're making fun of them. And like, it's such an immature thing. Like, that's the shit that like 8-year-olds do and 9-year-olds do. So it's depressing, for lack of a better term, when I see and hear adults behaving that way. I'm no fucking saint. I'm guilty of it too. Ghost Recon Breakpoint got the same beginner hate saying it was pay to win. I have the game and nothing is pay to win. It's cosmetics. But still, it's unnecessarily monetizing all that customization bullshit as opposed to actually making sure that they have a complete working game. Because let's face it, when the game came out, it was borderline unplayable. We're going to go to Energy Division, which is our fully developed energy ring world section. Let's hit capacity overload. So we're generating 253 energy per month. When we do this, it jumps up to 275. So that increased it by 22. Okay, so that's a decent amount. Let's go over to Menoch Power, generating 178. Let's hit capacity overload, now 194. Okay. So those are improvements, nothing major. I think we've kind of hit our soft cap for the number of battleships we can have. Okay, we're going to try to find an unbidden fleet, and they've got a dimensional ank over here again. Gonna try to find an unbidden fleet and fight them. See if we can do some damage. There's 3 fleets over here. That's kind of worrisome. Trying to think. But there's like 7 fleets here. Is that what it was? Oh, it's 8 fleets now. Oh, fantastic. They've gotten reinforcements. Okay, I think we're going to try to fly our fleet all the way down there into Zintaulon or some crap. Let's see. Energy division. 50% done on that last battleship. How many do we have now? 69. Okay. And the 70. There's a 70th one coming into. I'm already too old to care about other people's opinions. Thank Jeeves. That's fair. That's fair. And I fully agree that people care too much about other people's opinions. I'll be frank, I don't give a shit about people's opinions for the most part. I mean, to be fair, I would ideally prefer them to have a positive opinion about me and the content that I put out and that kind of stuff. But it's not going to be for everybody, and if people don't like it, then whatever. I don't give a fuck. Some 6 years ago or so, or 5 years ago, like I used to be like super self-conscious if somebody posted like some kind of rage comment or a rant comment or called me names or said I was stupid or whatever. It used to bother me a little bit, but now I just don't give a fuck. I actually checked apparently a couple months ago. I always want to see it for myself if I think it's good or not. Yeah, I mean, that too. If there's a game that you are somewhat interested in, the best way to form an opinion as to whether or not you'll like it is to play it yourself. Unfortunately,
Construction complete.
like, are there ever really demos anymore in the modern day and age? You know, I feel like there's no demos anymore. Either that or they're a bitch to download for whatever reason. The games that piqued my... Like, there were games that I never bought, but they piqued my interest, and if I had the ability to, I totally would have bought them because I played a demo of them, and I thought even just the basic demo was super fun. There's a few that eventually I did buy. What's a good example of one? Actually, you know what? We were talking about Homeworld last night, and I ultimately bought Homeworld because I got a demo for Homeworld. I can't remember what game it came with. Some other game that I had for the computer way back then. But it came with a Homeworld demo. And aside from the campaign, the multiplayer was almost the full game. Like, the biggest ship you could construct was a carrier. You just couldn't have, I think, like, cloak generators and gravity well generators and cloak fighters and defense frigates or something like that. Like, there was only a few ships not available in multiplayer, and the campaign was pretty much just the opening tutorial mission, and that's it. But I did play that demo a lot, and eventually I bought Homeworld because of that demo. Another demo that I really liked and played a lot of was the Burnout 3 Takedown demo on the original Xbox. That was fun. But I can't help but feel that Sierra always dropped a good demo with every game they released. Yeah, exactly. I don't remember what the hell had that Homeworld demo, though. Like, I can't remember to save my life. But I had it for the longest damn time, and eventually I bought it. Because I wanted it. And then I realized that I actually suck at the game because I tried to play the campaign and would keep getting stomped in the first, like, you know, somewhere in the first 4 or 5 missions. So eventually I was like, fuck this. And then just played multiplayer and beat up really crappy AI. And it wasn't until many, 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 many years later when I was actually able to beat the campaign. Was Sierra Empire Earth? I'm a check. I don't know. Didn't the second one have some bio-assimilation species? The second one what? I know the second series of Star Trek did. They're called the Borg. I have it, one sec. Okay, so I don't want to build any more ships. Because we're probably going to be in the negative with all the battleships we're going to have moving around in just a minute here. Yeah, Homeworld 2 had a bio-infection. Oh, no. I think you're thinking of Cataclysm. I think you're thinking of Cataclysm. Sierra was Empire Earth. The first game of the series, Empire Earth, was released in 2001. It was developed by Stainless Steel Studios. Is it the same Stainless that was up until recently making the Magic the Gathering arcade games? Love that weird little game. Oh yeah, that was a Cataclysm. You could get to like Mex Tech and stuff. I mean, that's ringing a bell, Razor, but I think I only saw it in passing the once, and I don't remember any details. Sorry. One game that I never got the chance to try was, because it looked cool, but I never got to try, was Mech Commander. Basically RTS in Battletech. Not like the Battletech that Paradox has out now. But more like a Command and Conquer BattleTech, you know, real-time strategy, and you just build up a bunch of mechs, and they go around. There's no real strategy aside from just mass a bunch of mechs and go beat the crap out of your opponent. You know, I never got to play that one. I wish I did at some point. All right, as soon as this battleship merges here, I can't believe it's been almost 45 minutes already. Jesus. All right, let's fly these battleships here. We're losing 69 energy. Oh my gosh. All right, we need to build up this power plant. Let's activate capacity overload here as well. It's not going to help very much. Actually, the habitats could use some. Maybe not. We can't do it there anymore. They're only generating 128. That's kind of crappy. 128, 129. Yeah, that's not very much. Well, I suppose that's actually a fair bit, because this is generating 200 now. Jeez. There's a big fleet over here. Where is it going? Entering orbit of... Okay, you do whatever you want to do. We'll be able to breach the Shroud again in about 2 years. All in all, though, I am straight up excited for 2.2 to come. It's a little over a week now, or I should say it feels like it's only about a week away now. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'd really like you independent. Yeah, I know. I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do about that, though. Not unless our Overlord gets their ass kicked and loses all their fleet right now. The problem is they're also in a defensive pact with a bunch of other people. Like, oops, hang on. Let me pause it again really quick. If I declare war, we're also declaring war on these other people. Like, I guess he's lost his other tributaries or something like that. But he's in a defensive pact with the Principality of Shar, and I believe it was the Zemmerpuck Galactic Union. Yeah. And both of those guys are also supposedly superior to us, if not overwhelming. So, yeah. Yep, a week Tuesday. Exactly. Looking forward to it. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient. Ooh, nope. You can fly on out of there. Now, let's see. Are these fleets like retreating all of a sudden? Oh my god, an enemy hostile fleet was by our portal. We need to defend it. Brr. Okay, it looks like they're not moving. Where is this guy going? Okay. I guess he's flying back to his own territory. I was trying to do some 2.2 research, but with all the other DLCs mixed in with it, it was hard to understand, but I can't wait to get my hands on it. The important thing is to not look up other DLC stuff. You're looking strictly for 2.2 Le Guin stuff. And I know it can be a little bit confusing because the updates, or sorry, I should say,
research complete.
DLC tends to get released alongside the updates, which is fine. Let's get matter compression, and let's move you here. We need another basic. Oh, not an art monument, you dingaling. And a mining section. We're good there. How about mineral division? How about our capital mining division? Need another mining network. Get that up to grade 5. So the big thing that's going on is that our planet management is totally changing in that we're not putting pops on tiles anymore. Like, you don't have this tile system. You're putting your pops to work in certain jobs. And those jobs that they're working determines the resources they're producing. There's 3 types of jobs. There's the base class workers. Those are guys like your miners, your farmers, and your technicians, which generate food. Which generate minerals, food, and energy credits, respectively. So technicians generate energy, farmers generate food, miners generate minerals, right? The easiest way to determine what jobs they're working, you have to make sure that there's enough jobs available to employ those pops. And you do that by constructing certain buildings on your planets, because some buildings can produce like 2 jobs or 3 jobs or something. And the other one is districts. There's housing districts, I believe it is, which basically increase the housing on your planet, which makes sure that, you know, your pops are, they have a roof over their heads and they're not, you know, angry at you and stuff like that. But there's also the generator districts, which produce technician jobs. There's the mining districts, which produce miner jobs. And there's the agricultural districts, which produce farming jobs. So that's how that works. If you still kind of want to focus some planets, sometimes, not all the time. So it's like, I need a lot more minerals. This is going to be a mining planet. Oh, it has a lot of mineral districts. That's perfect. So you build a lot of mineral districts there. The amount of districts you can actually build is determined by the planet size. So, for example, this Ringworld section is a planet size of 25. So in this version, that means that there's 25 tiles that we can put pops on with buildings to work them. In 2.2, it'll be it's a size 25 planet or Ringworld section or whatever. You can build 25 districts on it. Buildings are another way that it produces jobs. And there's no limit. Well, sorry, there is a limit to how many buildings, but it's determined by how many pops are on the planet. Every 5 pops you get on the planet, you unlock another building slot. And the more buildings you have, the more jobs are available for certain resource production, and then you can put pops in those certain jobs. Now, the jobs themselves are actually divided amongst 3 different strata. There's the workers, which I already mentioned, farmers, miners, technicians. There's specialists, which are things like your researchers and your metallurgists, which produce like alloys, for example. Actually, I don't know if researchers are specialists, but I think they are. And then you have your rulers, which kind of replace, like, not really, but kind of replace your governors a little bit. And those are more like your bureaucrats, I do believe, is what the rulers are. Now, you can't promote a worker like a miner into a metallurgist, because that's promoting a worker into a specialist. You can't do that. You can't shuffle your pops around between those 3 strata. So if you actually want to free up, like if you have a few researchers on a certain planet, but it's like, I'm going to get rid of these research labs, I want this planet generating more alloys, you can get rid of research labs, build another alloy foundry to get more metallurgist jobs available, and then move those specialists who were previously researchers into those alloy foundry jobs. So it's a little complicated, but we'll still get the hang of it. If only the Awoken or Unbidden would do you a solid with your oppressors. Yeah, no kidding. You can have them go up. It's harder for them to go down. Yes, well, there's ways to shuffle them around altogether, but if I do recall correctly, it's still more difficult to promote unless I'm misremembering. It's still more difficult to promote like a worker to a specialist job, or a specialist to a ruler job, than it is just to switch a worker from one worker job to another worker job, if I'm recalling correctly. Have they stopped expanding? Seems like a crazy balancing act. Plans are going to have to be quite thought out. Yeah, you're going to have to really plan ahead. It's hard. But then again, I've been working on planning ahead in this game for a while, so I'm kind of used to it at this point. Okay, so hopefully we can do some damage here. Bang, bang. Stop shooting the station! Shoot the ships! Ugh. Here we go. There, we destroyed one ship. Brilliant. I like it.
Situation log updated.
Okay, they're in range. Can we retreat yet? 7 days. Okay, so they destroyed that station. They should be focusing on just the ships now.
Construction complete.
Can we retreat now? 1 day.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, did we lose a ship? We lost one. Okay. Losing one ship, I'll take that. That's not so bad. We got rid of a void conduit, and we destroyed a total of 3 cruisers. Amazing! We're on the path to victory, folks. We're driving them back. Oh my god. We got one ship. Like, really? I got no words for how abysmal that is. On the plus side, our economy is kind of going through the roof right now because we have no military ships bringing it back down. So let's build a few more battleships again. That's all we can do for now.
Construction complete.
Let's see. Alright, mining network. We're getting there. 2 tiles left on mining division, and then it'll 100% be done. So yeah, we're dealing with your planets. Like I said, it's more about the districts that you construct on the planet, and those are limited by the size of the planet. And then the more pops you have, the more buildings you can also construct. And depending on the kind of districts and buildings you construct on the planet, that gives you, that allows you to assign your pops certain jobs. And the jobs they're working is what determines the kind of resources they are outputting. So it's kind of similar in the sense that, you know, this pop is on this particular power plant building, so in a way he's a technician, so he's generating some energy for us, right? But it's a lot more, oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Construction complete.
It's a lot more micromanaging, I know that. Okay, so let's just let these guys repair over here in Zukoka. We'll just build up a few more ships back at the Ring World while these guys are over here. I watched A-Spec lose half a fleet because his fleet went after a station instead of the ship flying his way. Loses with 1 O. Pet peeve of mine, man. Yeah, if your ships are targeting the wrong stuff, then yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. So we can actually warp back in to the same spot, coming this way. We'll probably have an easier time because there is a station here, but these ships will be in range first. So I'm hoping we do more damage to their ships. Don't we have the Defender of the Galaxy Ascension perk? We do. So even with this 50% damage bonus, we're really not doing a hell of a lot of damage to their ships, to their fleet. Oops, nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Come on, dock already. Thank you. There we go. That's better. Oh boy.
Construction complete.
Okay, food section. Let's do this one, and then we level up this basic science lab. There we go. And we can do another battleship. Let's build it right here. Actually, no. GTFO.
Construction
We're
complete.
going to go over to energy division. Ooh, not the wrong one. That's already building one. Let's go
Construction
to
complete.
mineral division. There we go. Battleship. Yeah. Okay. So these are all done. Mining division on our first ring world, still not fully developed. Just 2 tiles shy. And then these other sections are still in the works. Alright. Yeah, English is my first language, just the worst language out there with all the same word, different spellings. Not necessarily.
Construction complete.
Well, I mean... Same word, different spellings, and all the stupid rules behind how certain things are spelled. Yes, it's the most complicated language in the world by far, and I think it's stupid.
Construction complete.
Let's see, can we breach the Shroud again? Pretty shortly. But let's go in there again, see if we can do some more damage. And immediately watch our economy take a hit. Hey there, bud. Excited for the update? Yeah, been talking about it a fair bit there, Mellow Gold. The other thing that we'll have to worry about too is that border expansion doesn't work the same. That's the second major change. I keep talking about the changes to planet management, but I would say that managing your planets is the most significant change, because if you're not properly managing your planets, I mean, the same is true here, but even if you're just muddling through by constructing random buildings on random tiles, you know, so long as you're constructing ones that you actually need and not just, you know, making all of your colonies 100% like food or something like that, you can still muddle through a game and, you know, have a successful game, for lack of a better term. But with this change that's coming, you're going to have a bad time if you just kind of, you know, do whatever. It's not going to work nearly as well this time around. So you have to have a pretty decent idea of what you're doing. So that's why I kind of harp on, you know, learning the planetary management and how jobs and accruing resources is getting changed, because that's going to be much more significant. The other thing that's changing is also borders. So here's an example. We have a frontier outpost here that is extending a sphere of influence around it, and the same is with our colonies right now as well. Every single one of your colonies, every single one of your frontier outposts emits this sphere of influence around it, and, you know, bigger colonies will extend bigger borders, and a colony will extend more borders than a frontier outpost, obviously. But the reworked border system, which happened in 2.0, I might add, it changes it so that you have to build the basic star base, which is just an outpost, you know, like kind of like the current frontier outpost, except I believe it's just called an outpost. If you want a certain system within your borders, you have to build an outpost in it. So if this was new border systems, with the way these borders are right now, where I've got all these systems under my control, that would mean that I have a starbase in Bovatir, I have a starbase in Advatir, I have a starbase here in Ledelicon, I have a starbase here in Izwiak, I have a starbase in Zabine, in Castra, and in Nomotar. If I didn't have a starbase in any one of those systems, it would not be within my borders. So that's how it's going to work this time. Building one of those star bases in a new system is going to cost influence, and it's just a single flat payment. There's no longer a reduction in your influence gain. I believe that's largely being eliminated, where there's no like building star bases or outposts or whatever, and I think also enacting edicts. will no longer reduce your monthly accruing of influence. It's just a flat payment in a lot of things. I don't know if that's actually the case with the edicts just yet. That might be in a future update still. There, 222. Yeah, I agree. You on lockdown are still working. No, I am not working. And it's not because I'm on lockdown. It's because I got laid off. Cool, I'll be tuning in some more, no doubt, when everything changes. Yes, I'll be going over all these changes very thoroughly on the 12th. And yes, it will be just like a new game. Yeah, I heard pops are king in 2.2. Well, I mean, the same is true here. It's just that on our planets now, pop growth has a finite amount of use, like, or I should say bonus pop growth. So if I was actually if I had biologically ascended, I would tailor all of these pops that are here, all 25 of these pops, and I would remove the rapid breeders trait. However, since in the 2.2 Le Guin, since you can have hundreds, and sometimes if you play the game long enough, thousands of pops on a single planet, pop growth is amazing all the time. So like rapid breeders is one of the strongest species traits in the entire game right now, and it's going to be one of the strongest species traits. It's going to be even stronger with this update as well. I'm looking forward to it, though. I found the tile system to be a bit of a drag and repetitive after playing for a while. I'll agree, it can be painful. I did play the shit out of the game, though, when I was off work with a broken wrist. Oh, that's fun. I gotta head out, Moby. Catch you on the next stream. Good luck with the see-through, boys. Yeah, see you, JB. Thanks for coming. All right, let's unpause this and let's get a battle underway here. It's been an hour already.
Construction complete.
It's always interesting how much time the time flies when there's a bunch of you guys here and I can just chat with you while the game is going on. Okay, so let's see if we can actually inflict some more severe casualties. Open fire! Yep, that first ship right there, he's going to get blasted. And he's getting blasted. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, see, they're targeting the ships because the station... Those ships were the first things that were in range, but now they're targeting a whole bunch of ships willy-nilly. See, this is why I wish I had a precognitive interface to increase tracking. We'd probably have wiped out a few more ships because we'd be landing more hits with our kinetic artillery. Okay, they're already in range. We can retreat in 5 days. And we're going to lose a ship. Yep, there goes one. Oops, there we go. He just got the engineer trait. Cool. So we lost one ship in that battle, but how much damage did we do that time? We took out 2 cruisers, 4 battleships, 3 cruisers, 4 cruisers. Okay, so we're taking them down piece by piece. It's gonna be painful. The other problem is that we're taking at least one loss every time. Trade routes are a thing too, right? I do believe so, yes. You need... they're not as important. I'll be going over those and talking about them eventually, but they're not nearly as crucial as how to manage the new planetary style. What we got here? Science section. Oh, did I lose track of Veer? Is Veer gone now? Let's see, can we breach the Shroud? 41 days. Let's wait. I was just about to convert a bunch of energy. I heard one planet strat isn't such a thing with 2.2. That's why I say pops are king. One planet strategy is non-existent. There's the one planet challenge, but I don't think there is a one planet strategy after 2.2. And in fact, even in 2.0, it's not so much because of the way the planet management is. It's more because of the way borders were changed, the borders system. I love rapid breeders, always have. Yes, there's a reason I ranked it S tier in the traits tier list, and and I guarantee it'll be S tier again in the 2.2 traits tier list. Let's go ahead and merge. I'm actually going to set the rally point onto the fleet. We can start building some battleships. Oh my god, Minoc does not have a spaceport. What the... Alright, well, let's build a battleship here. I'm just having a break now because I played the shit out of this game. Looking forward to learning it over. Yeah, I agree. I'm not really playing it much these days myself, outside of streams. Envoys and Favors. That's 2.6, biggest dog. That's coming around the same time as Federations, whenever we get that. Like I said, though, we could very well jump all the way from 2.2 to 2.6, like later this year or next year. It'll be a lot easier, though. This is just me making an inference, but I'm willing to bet it'll be a lot easier to update console version and to have it more up to date with PC and implement DLCs. I wager it'll be a lot easier to do all that stuff once we get 2.2. So unless there are like larger problems on the back end that I'm not aware of, or for whatever reason we're kind of being like drip fed content to, you know, stretch out the longevity of it, I've got a feeling that after we get 2.2, we'll actually see. We just got the precognition interface. Look at that. Asking ye shall receive. Where is it? Precognition interface. There we go. 38 months for that. Perfect. Oh yeah, right, because Starbase has replaced Frontier Outpost. That's correct. I was just talking about that, as a matter of fact, before you got here. What the hell was I talking about? Because, I mean, if you think about it, all the new stuff in future updates is just adding stuff on top of what the PC version already has. In our case, when it's like, well, we'd like to bring Megacorp and we'd like to bring in whatever else has happened after Megacorp, like Ancient Relics and all that stuff, but that stuff is all post 2.2, and having that function properly requires like the base foundation of the game to be brought up to 2.2 specs, you know? What the... Oh. I just have some ships moving. So they just fended off another incursion. But none of these... I think they're broken again. None of these other fleets moved to defend the portal. Huh. Trouble is with DLC on consoles, they have to go through a long verification process, I heard. See, that's also correct. The whole verification process of getting that stuff available for us to download will still be a process for Paradox, which sucks. Okay, let's go to Bovatir and build a battleship on Bovatir Science. We should build a... see, I kind of want to get another spaceport going on Minoc Power, but that's going to take a lot of minerals and a lot of time. But yeah, once 2.2 is in place, it puts lots of the mechanics in place to expand. I know what you mean. Yeah, it lays the foundation to make it much easier, and I mean much easier, to port stuff, for Tantalus to port stuff over to the console version, because the core mechanics will be the same. You know, like how stuff works and how things interact with each other and all that jazz, and how certain things affect other things. All of that will be much more on par with the current PC version. Difference being that we'll obviously need a completely overhauled UI, because that's where the biggest time sink is going to be, I would say, is adapting the UI in a fashion that is intuitive and accessible for console players. As well as making sure that all the additions and all the calculations and all the things that are happening behind the scenes in the game doesn't make all the consoles, you know, catch fire and explode. No longer than the entire development time of the DLC. Yeah. People have been complaining, but it's a huge jump for us. I'm just stoked to have a date. Yeah, exactly. I've been saying that for a while. You know, people have been getting impatient for like a bajillion years, and it's just like, calm the hell down. It's like, we haven't heard anything, and like, don't get me wrong. We're getting this. This update is coming out 9 months after our last little snippet of DLC. Okay. And I get it that people that have kind of grown up in the last 10, 15 years are used to new DLC popping out every 2 months just to, you know, make sure that people don't lose interest and all that stuff. But still, it got really annoying when, you know, every day it's a new complaint. We haven't heard anything for many months now. What's going on? It's like, come on. It's been confirmed that we're getting a massive overhaul of the entire game. Chill. I know it's tough to do, but you just got to be patient, you know? Alright, let's see what's going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of old-time Stellaris console players actually hate the new version as well. PC got the bugs, so now we should only have a few instead of game breakers. I hope so. I really hope that part of the ports also includes patches that have been introduced over time, especially the PC. Yeah, the PC took like 18 months to develop that much, I think I heard. And they've had much more steady updates. Yeah, that's right, Jeremy. Even PC players say it runs smoother on console. I want more events, distant stars. I agree, biggest dog. That, you know what? I'd be happy if we got distant stars so we get more Leviathans, more anomalies, more special projects, more events, and that's it. If they're just like, okay, well, console's going in the shitter, so we're not going to do anything else to develop it or enhance it or anything like that, I'd still be like, thanks! That's all I need. We're good. See ya. That'd be awesome. Let's get shield harmonics. It's actually easier to keep things stable on console because they have a baseline to work with. Yeah, like all the consoles have the same hardware, as opposed to, you know, some people are playing Stellaris Console Edition on a microwave while some are playing on the HAL 9000, right? So I suppose in a way that makes sense. Oops, what the heck am I doing? I want to upgrade, not build a new frickin' building. Come on now. Alright, let's take a look here. Mining division. Still need to upgrade this. Right, let's go back to mining section. Need a new mining network. Science section. We were just at. Food section. I should probably queue up a new hydroponics farm. Not that we really need another food section or need to be building more hydroponics farms because our food is super duper high. Get this power plant on the way. Energy is our biggest concern right now. It's kind of causing a soft cap right now on how much stuff we can have. We would like to trade for minerals. I'm largely just going to wait to get the Precognitive Interface. Let's go ahead and, no, you know what? We'll do a battleship over here on Bovertier Science again. There we go. And Menoch, we have enough minerals to start building a spaceport on Menoch Power, so we're going to do that. I swear, plus ground combat rework. A ground combat rework would be nice. I don't know if that's in the works for PC right now, though. But I think right now, I think on PC it's largely the same as it is now. I don't think ground combat has really changed in Stellaris over the game's lifetime. It would be nice to see something change, though. Because right now it's just, oh, I have a bajillion more armies than you. PC's power varies so much, it's hard to optimize a game for so many different configs. Yeah. Yeah, the 1K Walmart PC versus the 10K home built. They won't rework ground combat. Why? They've said that already, I believe. I agree they could tweak it a little bit, though. For ground combat, play their Age of Wonders Planetfall. Yeah. play a different game for good ground combat. I can't remember exactly why now. It's probably because it would really hurt the processing power going on within the game. Oh man, all these alerts are popping up, but I'm not hearing Veer. Alright, I'm going to do a really quick fixer-upper. Let's save the game. Random stream game. Boop. And let's exit to the menu. Did I save the game? Let's make sure I actually saved it, though. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, we're going to quit out to the main menu really shortly, and then we're going to jump back into the game. There's only 45 minutes left in this stream anyways, so I'll call it at the regular time. I might stream again this weekend, this particular game, but as it stands, I'd like to move on. People want to see me play a Hive Mind before the new update comes out, so I want to do that. Wish we would have the voices they have on PC. The Veer voices, we're getting a whole bunch with the Humanoids DLC. Not all of the ones that are available. Like there's certain announcer voices that came with future DLC. Like some came with Apocalypse, some with Megacorp, etc., etc. But we're getting we're supposed to be getting a slew of announcer voices with the Humanoids DLC, which is kind of cool. Flavor, please. Yes, exactly. I myself am actually looking forward to Humanoids because the ship designs are really cool, in my opinion. Some of the cooler looking ones. We're getting more voice packs, I heard. Yes, we are. I'm just waiting for the day that I can officially announce that there is going to be a Mobius Y announcer voice pack for Stellaris Console. I've had to keep mum about it for the last 30 years. It won't be right away, but they're coming. Yeah, like I said, they're supposed to be included with the Humanoids DLC. Whenever we get Humanoids. Does this guy have Fleet Logistician? No, he doesn't. Crazy. I figured that would be something that he gets by now. Okay. Next month we could get one more battleship. I'm kidding about the Mobius Y announcer pack, by the way. Come on, let's face it. Do people really want to hear me in their game saying things like construction complete?
Construction complete.
I only bring it up because I made a joke of it many months ago. Not on stream or anything like that. Look forward to cracking planets like walnuts. Yeah, when you win a fleet battle. Your fleet is victorious. Those filthy Xenos can fuck right off. One second.
Complete.
Alright, sorry about that. I should get some water. I'm thirsty. Do you think console has enough support for a 2.6 update eventually? We'll have to see how it goes after this. Yeah, I think so. They've said they want to bring it in line with PC version eventually. Also true.
Construction complete.
I do believe the game is doing well enough to warrant wanting to continue it, bringing it up to date with PC and eventually bringing it like pretty much on par with PC. But of course it also helps if they get continued support. They're putting time into porting stuff over, which means a team that gives a shit. I mean, to be fair, they're outsourcing all that work to Tantalus. It's really Tantalus that's doing all the work to bring this over to console. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to stop building battleships once this 80th one comes online. Comes out to play. And I'm just going to hang tight for a little bit. And we get the Precognition Interface in a little over a year and a half. Or sorry, a little under a... Oh my god, excuse me. A little under a year and a half. Why didn't I change the scientist? Oh, that's right, because the really good scientist is dead, or something. Alright, we got 80 battleships now. I'm hopeful, want to see more games like this on console. That'd be nice.
Complete.
I think it would be a lot more possible to have grand strategy games on the next generation of consoles, because they'll definitely be able to handle them a lot more. Okay, check out Mining Division. One last upgrade there, and then we can start the mining network on this last tile. Beautiful. Let's go to mining section. Don't need to worry about anything there just yet. How much are we being taxed? We're being taxed 450 energy credits per month. And almost 300 minerals per month. Yeah. The best thing we could do for ourselves right now is declare independence and actually successfully beat the crap out of our overlords and get them to bugger off. I don't really see that happening, though. Okay, Menoch. Is your spaceport done yet? Nope. Just about, though. Beautiful. The big thing is that the Precognition Interface for the battleships, come on, scroll down faster, we get +5 chance to hit and +5 tracking. So it increases the it just increases the overall accuracy of the weapons, and with giga cannons and especially kinetic artillery, that is nothing but a good thing, because kinetic artillery has no tracking and its actual accuracy is not that great. Excuse me, I'm actually starting to get a little tired already. And there's still over a half hour left in the stream too. Oy. Alright, let's take a look-see. Still got a while before we can breach the Shroud again. Alright, we got a year to go for the Precognition Interface. How's the galactic map looking? Ooh, what's happening down here? You just have... I wouldn't even call that a fleet. Those are transport ships. Doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so I think the Unbidden broke again because they're not moving. Sorry, big sneeze. I've finally seen the Stellaris Devourer. I've found that one to be one of the more rare Leviathans.
Construction complete.
It's also one of the more powerful ones, I do believe. Damn, how long have you played, Jeremy? Well, apparently he hasn't played very much. Of course, the odds of seeing all the different things in this game drastically goes up if you're kind of like me and you tend to restart games after like about 300 years in the game, you know? Or 200, 250 years. I restart my games a lot. Alright, who just leveled up? Very good, very nice. What do we got? Independence guaranteed. Okay. Leaders gain a level. Leaders gain a level. Beautiful. Still got the capacity overload edict active. Okay. check out energy section. We don't want to do it there. Maybe a couple of these. Let's try an edict here. Just one. 132 to 145. Yeah, 13. It's not going to help too much. Energy division. That's still got.
Construction complete.
You never saw this. I run for 300 to 400 years and start over. I mean, even that sounds a bit like a long time. But I'll admit, I myself have only really encountered the Stellarite Devourer, I want to say about a half a dozen times. Mainly Drake's Black Hole Worm, the Fortress every third start. The Ether Drake and the Dimensional Horror. Those are probably the most common Leviathans I've come across. The Enigmatic Fortress is pretty common as well. But yeah, I definitely feel like the Stellarite Devourer and definitely those stupid Wraith things, hands down the most rare. I still haven't even killed a Wraith. War between the Combine of Rongo and the Grand Shu Union. Okay, because this is a good time to be doing that, I guess. I'd like to be a part of a community of committed players to see a multiplayer game through to the end. I mean, it's very difficult to do with scheduling, but in my particular situation, I would have a much easier time doing it because I'm not working right now. The problem is there's been connectivity issues, or at least there were, you know, many weeks ago. I'm on Xbox, and I play for like 10 hours a day, a few days a week when I'm laid off. Yeah, no kidding.
Construction.
It's like, oh, I'll just play Stellaris for a little bit and see what happens. And what happens? You wind up sitting down and you play, and next thing you know, like you sit down not long after breakfast and you play. Next thing you know, it's frickin' dinner time. Okay, so the Drull Perfen Shard, this fallen empire who's just been sitting here chilling, has just declared war on the Combine of Rongo because the Combine of Rongo is getting a little too close with their borders. Xenophobic fallen empires do not like that. I'm on PS4, would love to see cross-platform for this game. I think that's a far bigger undertaking than implied. I know certain games like Rocket League and whatnot do it, but I do believe it would require Paradox having their own independent server hosting service, or well, not server hosting, but like game hosting kind of service built within the Stellaris console client. It's not hard to do, just that Sony and Microsoft are assholes. It's more Sony. Microsoft has said it like several years ago where it's like, yeah, we'd love to have cross-platform for everything all the time. Yeah, I'm on Xbox. I hit start in the morning. I start in the morning and don't look at the clock till 12 a.m. Yeah, I'm very guilty of that. I did that with No Man's Sky earlier today.
Complete.
Got up at like 7 o'clock, which is not much. That's not really sleeping in for me. I'm used to being up by like 5, 6 at the very latest. So I got up at 7 and was like, oh my god, my upload still isn't done because I only just started it at like, I don't know, 5:30 or something like that, because I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I didn't upload last night's video. So I went out to my compooper and it's like, oh my god, it's still an hour and a half, whatever. So I got up, brushed my teeth and all that, jumped in the shower, got some oatmeal ready, and I was like, yeah, I could probably still play something. And I booted up the PS4, and I actually forgot that if it's not an online-only game, like Smite or something, I can actually play my PS4 games without, having any internet connectivity. So I played No Man's Sky for a while, and the next thing I know, it's 12:30, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's the first 100 years nothing really happens. Sony has nothing to be afraid of either. I mean, that's debatable. The first 100 years in the game is when, like, maybe not much happens, like, in the game or anything like that, but definitely the first 50 years is the most preparation. especially if you're
Construction
playing
complete.
single player. I don't know what to get. Let's just get leader lifespan improvements, because why not? Sure. Okay, here we go. We are redesigning our battleships. As much as I like the sentient combat computer because it increases your fire rate by 5% and gives you the biggest weapon damage bonus. Oh, sorry. Gives you as big a weapons damage bonus as the advanced combat computer. What we really need is the precognitive interface so that we have better accuracy and tracking. There we go. Now, how much is it to upgrade all of these ships? 405 minerals. Okay.
Incoming transmission.
That's a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. What are you going to give us? 3,000 minerals for some monthly neutronium ore. I'll take it. Sure. Why not? Sony has nothing to read. PS4 outsells all Xbox 10 to 1. Microsoft has bought a lot of studios recently. True. First 100 years is when you consolidate your economy. Yes. Especially those first 50 years.
Ships
But I actually attacked and successfully eliminated my buddy from the game because he surrendered to my demands, and my demand was cede the planet. So he immediately ceded. It was not even like 10 years in the game, so he ceded his lone planet to me less than 10 years into the game. So yeah, he lost the game. And it's not because I like stomped them or anything like that. I tanked my economy to build up about 30 corvettes, and I went and killed his corvettes, and then I just traveled around and blew up all of his mining stations, which must have really, really hurt his economy. Microsoft should be buying studios. They don't produce many exclusive games at all. I mean, I'm inclined to agree. And I'll have to admit that Microsoft's exclusives for the last decade haven't really been huge game changers. I know they have more than just the Halo franchise, but could anybody think of anything besides the Halo franchise? Like, they don't have Fable anymore because Lionhead got shut down how long ago? I was kind of choked about that. We're going to have to trade for some energy credits, I think. Oh no, we'll just wait. We'll just wait. Okay, here we go. We have more battleships, and we have more chance to hit. Let's see if we can cause a ruckus. Gears. Yeah, Halo and Gears of War, and I have not given a shit about Gears of War since Gears 2, honestly. Not that nobody plays that particular game, but I think the longevity of Gears is 100% reliant on the die-hard fans of Gears of War, and I honestly do not think that that is a very large number of people. Alright, let's see what happens here. Pew pew pew. Definitely seeing a lot more hits. More hits means more damage. More damage means their ships die faster. That one's toast. Oh, get wrecked. That was beautiful. I can't stand Xbox controller. I've been a PS4 player since PS1, and I find it chunky and horrible. Well, that's, you know, I feel the opposite. I find the PlayStation controller to be a little small, and it doesn't really fit in my hands very well. We're going to lose a battleship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lost 2 battleships. Let's get out of there! Ships lost 1. Ships critically damaged 1. Oh, we lost a few ships. Damn. That sucks. But look at all the damage we did. We took out 6 escorts, 4 cruisers, and 4 battleships from that fleet. 2 cruisers from that fleet, and 2 cruisers from that fleet. So 6 escorts and 8 cruisers and 4 battleships. So a little bit more damage got handed out that time around. So I like that. Xbox only are mainly Halo, Gears, and Forza. Yes, thank you. I forgot about Forza. Probably because I don't play it. Alright, you know what I need to do is all of the orbital hydroponics farms in our spaceports I need to replace with solar panel networks. I just realized that I still have those. The other thing I can do is I can get rid of all the... How do you delete a module? That's a good question. I don't think you can. I need to get rid of things like the cruiser assembly yards, because they're just a big drain on energy. Caster Science, whatever. But this will actually help with our energy output. Oh, you know what I could do? I can replace the cruiser assembly yards with the crew quarters, because that has 0 upkeep. And I'm not going to be building any cruiser assembly yards anytime soon anyways. So we've got the solar panel network, battleship assembly yards, engineering bay, fleet academy, and let's get the crew quarters. And we'll also get... what else should we get? I don't know. Let's just get a synchronized defenses because reasons. Caster Science, don't change anything there, we're good there. Bovateer Science, we're good there. Tribano Produce, okay. Solar panel network, cruiser assembly yard, we will do crew quarters instead. And we'll leave the Corvette assembly yard because we have nothing else to replace it. Everything else requires a maintenance of 1, so there's no point in replacing that. It's not actually going to help us out. Vega Minerals, alright. Solar panel network and crew quarters. Okay, mining division. Let's go ahead, solar panel network, and get rid of the cruiser assembly yard for crew quarters. Very good. Star home. Oh wait, that's a habitat. Don't got to do jack shite there. And let's do this one, solar panel network, and crew quarters. All right. Now energy division. I don't think this will completely reverse our woes with energy, but I think it will help. Because we're reducing our maintenance by 4 per month and changing it to +3. We're for each spaceport, we're reducing the cost, the maintenance costs on that spaceport by 7 energy per month. And seeing as how we're doing it to, I don't know how many spaceports now that I think about it. I'll take a look in a minute. But seeing as how we're doing that to multiple spaceports, at least 10. So that's going to change it by about 70. I think we'll be A-okay in terms of energy costs when we move our fleets around. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 right there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're talking 105 energy. We are improving our energy output by 105 is essentially what's happening. All right, where are these guys? They're at Menoch Power. Okay, cool. That's fine. You guys can stay there. Need to rebuild a few battleships. Build 3 there. And then we'll build 1 more here. All right.
Construction complete.
Sony had God of War, Final Fantasy, and Gran Turismo, but Final Fantasy is like a cross-platform thing now because you can get like Final Fantasy 13 came out for Xbox, Final Fantasy 15 came out for Xbox, the Final Fantasy 7 remake is available for Xbox, if I do recall, from the first gen consoles. Oh yeah, that's fair. PS4 has had Tomb Raider, Drake. Oh, you mean Uncharted? Tomb Raider is not a PS4 exclusive. Metal Gear, that's true. Grand Theft Auto is not a PlayStation exclusive anymore. Gran Turismo is, yes. I was talking launch titles from PS1 and Xbox OG. I have a PS4. Well, there was no Xbox when PS1 released. This is true. PS1 killed the Dreamcast and Xbox came in at the end of Dreamcast. Yeah, also true. Dreamcast was ahead of its time, man. Going back and actually looking at all the features and stuff that were on that console, like, it's crazy what the kind of stuff you could do with it, you know? Like, it had online gaming on it before online gaming was even like a thought process. Ninja Theory, who made sense a PS4 X, is now under Xbox. Oh, sorry, Ninja Theory, who made Senwa. Oh, right. Hellblade. You mean that Hellblade game, correct? Yes. That's probably what you're talking about. PS1 was released in '94.
Construction complete.
There's some old PS1 games that I remember.
Construction complete.
Does anybody remember the Jet Moto Racing series?
Construction
I'm
complete.
old. Lol. I'll be 41 on the 5th. You fucking geezer. I'm just kidding.
Construction complete.
Dude, I'm in my 30s and I feel old.
Construction complete.
Well, as you can see, our energy has actually gone up a fair bit. Let's move our
Construction complete.
fleet away. See? Now we're not losing energy whenever we, returning, moving to the... where the hell are you returning to? Why are you going all the way over there? Oh, probably because there's a rally point. I need to get rid of that. Alright, let's move down to the rally points section. Come on. There we go. Mineral division. Lose your rally point. Jet Moto, Xbox didn't arrive until 2001. Yeah, it was... Xbox and PS2 were around at the same time. Oh, roughly the same time. Jet Moto and Road Rage. I don't really recall Road Rage. I remember a Road Rash. There was a Road Rash 64, and that was fun, where you cruise around on motorbikes and you actually like whack each other with weapons. There was like a taser and a spray paint can, and you could use like a pool cue and hit people with it. It was pretty fun. That's why Sony Studios are so much more established. I mean, it's not just that, but I do believe... what the hell was I going to say? That's only 7 years difference, though, if you think about it. What the hell was I going to say? Matter compression done. Beautiful. Okay, what should we get next? Let's get hull integrity. Yes? Yes. Let's do that. Okay, we can legit add a few more ships to our fleet size now, but we're going to get into battle once all these little projects that I've got going in here. That was a good game. Chain to hit people with. Yeah. I only ever played it like a little bit. There was 2 weekends, I want to say, where me and a buddy... well, actually, it was me and a couple buddies, but you could only play 2-player split screen on the 64, I believe. I think. Maybe you could play more. But yeah, we rented it like on 2 different weekends over the course of the same month, and got together at my place and just played some Road Rash 64. It was so fun. Cruising around and not even really concerned about the racing aspect or anything like that. More concerned about, oh, I'm going to tase you. I'm going to tase you. Oh, I'm going to get you with the spray paint. I'm going to get you with the spray paint. What were other weapons? You could like throw a wrench at somebody or something, couldn't you? 7 years is a generation on console terms. Yes, I know that. It's... To be fair, though, the PS2 came out in, what, 99? Or was it 2000? Ooh, excuse me. I've got the yawns. See, we didn't lose that much in our food production. We lost... some 30-something food, right? More like, 45 food, really, but still. Our energy is looking way better now. Not that it's great, but it's better. Better is what we want. Alright, let's go ahead and check out our colonies now. We should be looking at mining division. I think I still need to upgrade something there. Oh, nope. The last mining network 5 is up and ready to go. Now let's check out these areas. Mining section. You still have a pop that is growing. Excuse me, science section. You need a basic science lab. I need more engineering facilities. Food section, just about done. You'll need a new one pretty soon. And energy section, you need a new power plant. There we go. Alrighty. Oh man, we've only got about 15 minutes left in this stream, so I'm going to try and go and attack the Unbidden again. At least once or twice before the end of the stream. And we got one more battleship coming out of Zukoka. And Minok Power is getting there too. You really need to kick the OLs. What? Oh, the Overlords. Yes. I don't know if we could fight them, though. We could definitely try. Oh, Christ. And now we have the underlying issue where this Awakened Empire has closed our borders again. Or, sorry, closed their borders to us. Lover Lords.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's make this an engineering facility. The life of a console now is when when the Sony and Microsoft stop releasing games, which could be 15 years. Yeah. But there'll probably be a... What's the term I'm looking for? There'll still probably be a newer one, like, in half that time with stronger... not stronger, but more powerful hardware in half that time. I mean, to be fair, the Xbox 360 is still a thing. I don't think games are being developed for it anymore, and I don't think they've been getting developed for it for a little while. But it's like you can still hop on your 360 and play games and stuff like that, and download stuff and buy stuff off the store. I don't think you can do that with an original Xbox anymore. You know what? Supposedly, how long was it? Remember when they shut down the Halo 2 services? Somebody, or well, not somebody, but a few people left their original Xbox running in a custom games lobby for, I want to say it was almost 10 years after they shut down Halo 2's online services. So if you really wanted to, you could still jump online and get into a Halo 2 custom lobby, like this one particular lobby, or maybe there was like half a dozen, I don't know, and play online Halo 2.
Construction complete.
I do believe that eventually got kiboshed, though, because the online services for the original Xbox were completely shut down, if I recall right. Yeah, now it's 15 years, but it used to be more like 8 to 10. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. We'll see the next generation consoles by, I'm going to say 2027. Alright, Minok Power is building our last battleship. Should be done pretty shortly. And we should be able to breach the Shroud, which we can. Boop. Maybe we can get a nice boon. Increased weapons damage. Boop. Oh, research speed. That's okay too, I suppose. Hey, plus 20% research speed. Right on. Xbox 360 05. Yes, I know. The 1X doesn't really count, though. It's pretty much just the 1X is pretty much just a revamped Xbox One. That doesn't count.
Construction complete.
Do. I think the best thing to use a 360 for is hopping onto old games that are not backwards compatible. There's a few of them. There's a few that I have. There's a lot of original Xbox games that were backwards compatible on the 360, though. I'm thankful for that. You know, just a few months ago, I was actually playing Need for Speed Underground 2. That's an old game. I remember it being so cool and innovative and all this cool new stuff. And it's like, oh my god, this is so amazing. It's like the best thing ever, man. It's like taking racing games to a whole new level. Whoa! Now look, you've got, you know, Forza Horizon 4, or whichever one they're on. Yeah, it's like the PS1 portable, then the many versions of PS2, PS3, and PS4, yes. 100%. You know what I kind of miss is the old Xbox 360 dashboard with those blades. I liked that. It was kind of cool, in my opinion.
Construction complete.
And the old 360 startup screen. I liked that. Alright, we're going into another battle. Hopefully the fleet returns in time for us to get into yet one more battle before we call her a night. This will probably be the last stream of the Zooks. If I really wanted to, I'd probably keep the save file and keep playing and see if I could drive out the Unbidden, you know, kind of like what I did with the Newtonians, but this save file will be incompatible in a little over a week, so I don't think that's going to be a practical thing to do, because I don't see myself playing a heck of a lot of Stellaris over the next little while. Whilst I'm not working, I don't see myself playing it a heck of a lot off stream. I missed Portal 2 on PS3. That game was awesome. Portal 2 was great. It was very, like, I had a tough time with Portal 1 and Portal 2, but I loved the two-player multiplayer. Like, it was specifically designed for two players. I loved the two-player portion of Portal 2. That was awesome. The unfortunate thing is that's the kind of game where you figure out what to do, and then it's not a fresh new experience anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. What happened? Did they just have a whole bunch of fleets disappear? Oh no. Okay. I'm just on drugs. I should go back and play Portal. Well, Portal 2 in particular, I guess. There's no way I remember what to do. Alright, can we retreat yet? 10 days. Oh boy. Come on, guys. Stop not shooting. What the? Who just died? Our ruler just died. Man, I don't want to spend influence on this. Kind of pointless. Alright, we lost a battleship. And retreat. GTFO. Lost a battleship. How many did we lose? Just the one. Okay, cool. How much damage did we do? We took out 5 escorts, 4 cruisers, and 3 battleships from this fleet. So a decent amount of damage. Then 1 more of each, so 6, 5, 4. Then 2 escorts and 2 cruisers, so 8, 7, and 4. Okay. Decent amount of damage. You know, I'm always talking about like old games that I loved and played for a long time, and I always forget that between the time where I was playing on my Nintendo 64 religiously, and this is when I'm in like high school, or I should say junior high. Between the time in junior high when I was playing on my N64 religiously in the early 2000s, and when I had easy access, like my best buddy got his own Xbox and whatnot. He first got it when he was no longer living within walking distance of my place. But between that time, I played the ever-loving crap of my Game Boy Advance. You know, it was a time where, you know, I was kind of bored of all the games on my N64 because I had literally played them all to death. And I had my little Game Boy Advance, and I was playing some kick-ass games on that little handheld thing. That thing ate up so much of my free time. I loved it. I've heavily fallen out of portable gaming since then. I even had a Game Boy Color way back in the day. And now that was able to eat up a bunch of my my free time and keep me occupied. I loved those little devices. They were great. All right, let's build up some battleships. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. We'll just build the one on Menoch Power. And once it's built, we'll send the fleet in to attack one more time. All right. Agenda, scientific leap. Okay, so which science ship was he not out of? I'm trying to think of a couple games that I played for a ridiculous amount of time on my Game Boy Advance. The first one that comes to mind would be Golden Sun. And not the first Golden Sun, but the second Golden Sun, called Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Those games were fucking awesome. For little handheld games, they were huge. There was so much stuff in that little tiny cartridge. Those games are over 15 years old now. But yeah, those two games are easily like that pair of games is easily like must-play kind of games. They were that good. Turn-based RPGs, you know, very run-of-the-mill stuff, but they were so cool. All the neat stuff that you could do. Let's get shield harmonics again. The second game in particular had a really long, like, main storyline. Easily for a little handheld game, easily could be a 50-hour game, easy. And even then, it could be longer if you deviate from the main story a bit and do some side stuff. And like a lot of Japanese-made RPGs, it had secret side bosses that are actually stronger than the final boss in the game, and you could go fight them and get these extra super powerful summons and stuff like that. Fantastic set of games. If you're able to get a copy of them either on like the Nintendo Virtual Console for like a Wii or something, or if you can get them on an emulator or something for your computer or whatever. They were called Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age. I highly recommend them. They were awesome games. Alright, we're going to do one more attack against that unbidden group. The unbidden groupies over there. We've done quite a bit of damage. We can't, you know, it doesn't look like it considering their fleet power, but let's just look at how many ships they have left in some of these fleets. Like the one with 27 escorts, that's still a pretty sizable fleet, but like one of their fleets is down to, you know, less than half of their usual fleet size. It's just really tough to see because that many of those semi-transparent glowing ships in one spot is really blinding. That actually kind of hurt my eyes looking at that just now. I don't even want to fight those guys just yet. And then we've also got, how many fleets over here now? Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 still. Beautiful. 1.5 million fleet power. That's awesome. Alright. I I've still got a stash of all of my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. What were other ones that I played for a long time? There was some Zelda games that me and a buddy played a lot of because it was essentially two games that could actually interact with each other. They were for Game Boy Color, but I played them on my Game Boy Advance quite a bit too. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Played those a lot too for a few years there. Honestly, there was a few years there where like I was still doing hardcore gaming, but almost all of it was on my Game Boy Advance SP. I loved that little device. Could fit it in my pocket. It had that awesome little built-in nightlight, so you could play. Like if I had trouble sleeping, I would turn it on and play it until the wee hours in the morning. I did that a lot in my later teens. Had a lot of fun with that little device. All right, we got one more battle coming in with the Unbidden, and then that'll be it. We've actually hit the 2-hour mark. Kind of an uneventful stream, but at this rate, it's just going to take a bajillion years. Like, we kind of have the economy now to build up more fleet and get maybe 90 or 100 battleships in a single fleet. Actually, that's kind of stretching it. That's kind of stretching it, in my opinion. How much is maintenance? Excuse me. The maintenance cost on a single battleship is almost 7 energy per month. So we could get 90 battleships in a single fleet. Still have my Atari and NES still work. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because me and my brother beat the living snot out of our old NES, so like it stopped working eventually. Like we legit damaged it. But it did get sold to somebody who said that they could repair it and whatnot, so hopefully for them it still works. I've still got the N64. It's actually like 8 feet behind me in this same room. Still in a box with all the games and stuff in it, and it works. The only thing that is an issue is the plug-in for the AV cables, the red, white, and yellow cables that plug into the TV. Something's wrong with it because when the chick that I was dating last fall, I actually brought my N64 to her place and to play like OG Mario Kart, right? Mario Kart 64 to be specific, and the cable didn't work, and I was like, oh shit, that sucks. And she was like, well, just use the other one. What other one? And I used the exact same cable that did the same thing except for her GameCube, and it was the same kind of plug-in, and it worked. It worked just fine. We actually had video on the TV screen with that. So something is wrong with the cable that came with the console. It's not letting us have full audio video with it. So if I was able to like fix that, or more than likely just replace it, I'd probably bust out my N64 and play it on my big ass. And I say big ass, but you know, it's only a 40-inch. It's only a 40-inch flat screen. All right, we're gonna retreat. We've lost 2 battleships, and we lost 2 more in the retreat. So we should be down to 76. Yeah, down to 76 battleships. But how much damage did we do that time? 5 more escorts, 6 more cruisers, 1 more battleship, 1 escort, 4 cruisers, 1 battleship, 1 escort, 2 cruisers, and 1 battleship. See, part of the problem is that because it's 3 fleets grouped right on top of each other, once they get in range, it's a lot of ships shooting at us and doing damage than it would be if it was just if it was just 1 fleet that we were engaging at a time. But because it's 3 piled one on top of the other, it's essentially we're getting shot at by 3 times as many ships once they're in range, which really sucks. I feel like we would have a definite chance at actually successfully beating them back if that was not happening. Alas, it's the way of the world right now. It's the way of the galaxy right now. Okay, let's move this up here. Actually, what am I doing? It's time to go. It's actually getting late. I need to start getting ready for bed a little bit. Alright, I'm going to save the game. That's going to be it for tonight, and probably going to be it for the Zooks game, to be totally honest. Almost 260 years into the game, and the Unbidden showed up, and we're having difficulty beating them back, but I think we have a fair chance because they've gone full stupid again and are just sitting there doing nothing. So there's that. I'll see you later, biggest dog. Thanks for coming by again tonight, buddy. Yeah. I might stream again this weekend. Ideally, I'd like to just have the days off to myself. Because there is some stuff that I've been procrastinating all week for like around the house, and I really should get that stuff done. But yeah, I really had a lot of fun tonight regardless. Thanks very much to everybody who came by to watch me playing this live. Razor, JB, Jeremy, Biggest Dog, Lord Rage, Mellow Gold, and there were several others of you that I saw on the viewer list. Blue Silver, for example. Appreciate each and every one of you coming by to check out my garbage ass streams. Especially when I'm just talking about bullshit that's not even related to what's happening with the game. Anyways, those of you who watch this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again real soon. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. My Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of. As I said, it'd be great to have more of you come by and interact with me as I play live. My Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me, and I'll post important announcements there. And then, of course, the Discord channel. You can be a part of that as well. It's for fans of my stuff, so it's pretty much entirely populated by people who play Stellaris Console on both Xbox and PS4 consoles. So if you want to set up a multiplayer game with other people who enjoy this game as much as you do, come on into the Discord channel and you can get that done. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you'd like to see more Stellaris Console Edition content in the future. As I said, I will be going over the changes that are introduced with Update 2.2, as well as the new stuff that comes with Synthetic Dawn and any other DLC in the future. So there will be a lot of extensive coverage of all those changes and new stuff that's coming our way this year. So if you want to stay up to date with that and you would like to see my videos as soon as I make them public, subscribe to the channel, dingle my doggle so you're notified as soon as those videos are released. That's gonna eat. Discord is active a lot. It's talkative. Every day somebody strikes up a conversation or two. I myself don't really use the Discord all too much, and I'm in like a few servers, but that's largely because I'm afraid of talking to people. Anyways, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, I might jump on the weekend, but probably not. But you know, just stay tuned either in the Discord or on my Twitter. I'll announce if I am going to be going live again with a stream this weekend. If not, you guys have a great weekend, and at the latest I'll see you again on Monday, as once again I do not have to work. So yeah, take care everybody.